hey, it's nothing. It's nothing that's going to stop you, but it's new, okay? So, yeah, it is disappointing. You got a drain valve here. Explain to me how you're going to install something right here. It's right in the door. I mean, so it's a detail. So I imagine if you are looking for an RV, it might be like a Cracker Jack box. You remember when we were a kid, there was always a little toy inside. So what happened with the toy inside? How many times were you disappointed for the toy inside? Oh, that's it?
Entegra, you really did it this time. Welcome to our Happy Camper series. In this episode, we take you through 2 RV inspections on different Entegra models, uncovering issues that need attention before our customers become truly happy campers. First up, the Entegra Odyssey 25R. And wow, this one was a pleasant surprise. This is exactly how RVs should be built. Entegra really stepped up their game on this one. But did we find issues? Absolutely. The good news, our customer worked with the dealership to resolve them before handing over any money. A crucial lesson for every RV buyer. Never pay until all repairs are complete. In the second half of this episode, we'll put the lesson to the test as we dive into the inspection of the Entegra Accolade XL 37L. So stay tuned. It's RV inspection day, and today we are in Castleberry, Florida, about to inspect this Entegra Odyssey 25R. Now, our customer's thinking about driving here today. He's 2 hours away, and maybe he's going to help us out. We don't know, but if he doesn't show up, we're going to let him know at the end of the day, but we're going to let you know at lunch and the end of the day what we find.
So I imagine if you are looking for an RV, it might be like a Cracker Jack box. You remember when we were a kid, there was always a little toy inside. So what happened with the toy inside? How many times were you disappointed for the toy inside? Oh, that's it? I had to dig at the bottom, now I'm all sticky for this piece of... So if you don't want an RV to become your Cracker Jack box and wake you up with surprises that you didn't expect or didn't intend, that's why you need an inspection. So on this unit, listen, Entegra, for once, in all the Entegras we've done, this has just been built. So you can understand the market here. We're in March, this was built in February, almost at the end of February. So a month old. This is the image of what it should be all the time. So I just have a couple of things. Major life safety issue. I got a propane leak. So I've got 2 different systems that I'm using. So both of them leak. The other thing that I have is this bay area. Imagine you're gonna put, I don't know, your chairs in there or whatever you want in there. So it's raining in there. You're driving down the road. You know how the water gets in the back. It's a tornado in the back. So you put all your stuff in here, it's all dried up. When you're gonna end up wherever you go, you think this is gonna be nice. Water is going right in there. So, and as you can tell, I open the sub underneath the shower too, so when Laurel does her leaky shower, probably, I'm also going to keep an eye on this to see what's going on with this. There we go. So far, so good. It is not a Cracker Jack box. We found a lot of things that were pleasantly surprised to see the consistency. So we'll see you at the end of the day.
So it's lunchtime. Entegra, you really did it this time. Kind of blowing us away in a good way. Honestly, on the inside of this, I am wicked excited because I'm not finding much of anything. It's solid. The seals that they have on the wall, everything is great. The one thing I found this morning was light coming in this cupboard up here. Now, there's nothing we can do about that, but I see it and I just need to notate it for our customer. The other thing, on the inside of the cupboard above the end of his bed, there is an area where the trim is just loose. not a big deal. They're just going to tack it up there. These are just minor things. And then I have this little smudge here. I tried to actually wash it off. It's not coming off. I don't know what it is. It's sticky. Again, not a big deal. I actually made my way up into this area, which was not an easy task to do. But I did get up there, checked the windows, checked everything. Everything is looking great. I'm really happy about what I'm finding so far. As you know, this afternoon, I'm going to end up doing all of my water. Let's hope. I did check the seals of the shower. I'm kind of wondering about that, but we'll see once I put water to it. So let's see what the rest of the day brings us. I will update you at the end of the day. See you then.
Entegra, it's actually close to flawless in my book. Yes, we had the propane leak, a couple of little things, but nothing. This is solid. This is how they should be all built. And I'm not talking about a unit of $500,000. This little peanut at $115,000 retail has more value than some that we do at $300,000-400,000. This don't make sense here, but whatever. One thing you have to learn when you set an inspection, this is exactly what happened with this. I got a generator. The gas in here, it's one of our recommendation. We need to have electrical, we need to have water. Quarter of a tank minimum. That means about a third of a tank, because the generator, if the sensor is below the gas tank, that is a quarter, and it's typically around 1/3. Generator won't work. Starts, stalls. Starts, stalls. So now we came here to do this inspection. There's no gas to run the generator. So can't test the generator's capacity, the outlets. So we missed on this. Well, the only thing we can say is when you come and pick it up, make sure the generator powers and the transfer switch does what it's supposed to do. Other than that, I'm happily surprised, and now you can believe that there is some good ones out there. Just saying. Still to this point, this inspection for me was worth every penny, because you would have come down here and the few things that we found wouldn't have been detected. And propane leak, they'll tell you that, oh, they'll do it on PDI. Yeah, right. They never do that. That's my call for the day. Let's go check what Laurel has inside.
So it's the end of the day and I'm still blown away. Entegra, this is absolutely beautiful. So I came back after lunch, did all of my water, no leaks, none, zero, no leaks at all. The only thing I can actually state is that the top of that shower is not sealed at the very top. That's all I can state. Other than that, I have nothing else. TVs were perfect. The radio was blasting all afternoon. Not really. I don't really like to blast it, but it was working. So everything was great. I really don't have anything negative to say. This is a perfect unit for our customer. He's going to be really happy. So a little quote for you. Make sure you cover this earth before it covers you. The presentation of this Entegra Accolade XL 37L left a lot to be desired, especially the sticky, slimy residue on the floor. It really makes you question how much the dealership really respect their customers. As we stepped inside, we were greeted by the general manager, who assumed we were the proud new owners. But the moment we introduced ourselves as RV inspectors, that warm smile quickly disappeared. So what did we find? A dent in one of the driver's side storage compartment doors, something our detail-oriented customer simply couldn't overlook. A loose slide seal that left a large swirl mark on the passenger side, another glaring flaw no one should accept on a brand new RV. A misinstalled battery compartment drawer that should be a great feature, if only it actually pulled out all the way. Slide seals that weren't even touching the RV, meaning they weren't sealing out water, one of the biggest concerns for any RV owner. One thing's for sure, when you work with Blue Ox, there's no bull. We call it like we see it, straightforward and honest, just as we find it. Now sit back and see the details for yourself. It's RV inspection day, and we are in Castleberry, Florida, about to inspect this Entegra Accolade XL 37L. Now, we don't know what we're going to find, and neither do you, but I do have my first glimpse already under my belt. Stick around. I know Pierre does too.
So first thing I saw when I came up here is this dent on the door. So you can see that. So that's the first thing. On the other side, as they came down here, they have one of those seal that slid off from the slide out. So that's my point about these units. When it leaves the shop, it's gonna have a shakedown, so it's okay. No. What we find inside, and we're gonna go inside, see Laurel. When we see inside the crap that's on the floor, all the residual, listen, we've had campers before, we did some shakedown before. It can't be as extensive as this is. So that's an Entegra. That's top line from a lot of people's point of view. So I'll put them on anybody else's point of view, same level. And that's why we do what we do. Let's go check what Laurel see inside, and let's visually look at what it looks like when it drove in here.
First glimpse coming in. As you can see, they're PDI'd. They're ready for us to pick up our unit. Yes, us, because they thought we were the owners picking it up. And they were like, isn't it a beautiful color? Yes, it is. And if you thought I was picking this up, why is it so filthy? Look at this. And then check out the floor. Now, this is not water, guys. And I can't tell you what it is, but what I can tell you is that it's slimy and it's really sticky. So who knows what this is, but that's my first glance quickly coming in here, knowing that I've got to mop the floors already before I can start the inspection, and the PDI is done, and they know we're picking up our unit. It's not our unit, but we are here doing our inspection, and we will see you at lunchtime.
Okay, I got a lot of things. This is brand new unit. It just got fixed, just got in here a couple of days ago. So it's like, okay, well, the roof and things, it's not gonna be a deal breaker. So I'm gonna go more in structural thing that if ever they need to have it fixed while they're waiting, the customer's waiting, at least they'll be ahead of the game. My biggest thing on here so far is the leveling system. 3 out of 4 levelers have, okay, when you have a leveler, you got a cylinder and you got this stainless steel rod that comes from the bottom. There's a seal here that comes at the bottom of your casing where the cylinder comes in. That's called a seal, and it wipes the dirt and tries to keep the element from going inside. Well, that little foam is actually, one of them it's totally gone, 2 of them it's halfway into them, so they'll need to address that. This slide out from front to back is misaligned. If we have a chance to put pictures on there, we can see that it's totally out of whack. So the front end is down, the back end is down, so both sides of this slide out is actually sitting down. On this side, my generator has a little, it didn't pierce the radiator, but you can see that somebody put their finger or something. My point is, this is brand new, so it's like, okay, kind of sucks. It's just a comment, so I'm just putting a comment out there. So, hey, it's nothing. It's nothing that's going to stop you, but it's new, okay? Here's another one. Another stupid thing. Here, I got this nice panel. It's beautifully, written. Here's my panel. Okay, there's no way that fits there. So whoever they threw it there and says, they can figure it out. That's how it's built, people. That's my point. This has to be modified. It doesn't fit there. 1 + 1 = 2. It doesn't go there and it doesn't make it here. That's the disappointing part. But hey, listen, you're just paying about, I think retail is about $360. So it ain't that bad. Get over yourself. I mean, it's a freaking RV. Yeah, those are the thing that drives us to do what we do. So here's another one, right beside this one. Hey, it's nothing. You didn't pay quite enough for whoever's building this to make it worthy, okay? So here's your drawer. I'm starting to come up. I want you to watch this battery, and I want you to watch this cable. So, oh yeah, no, I'm done. Why do you have a drawer if, see, this needs to pull my battery? So this is ridiculous. Quality of construction, people, that's what I'm saying all the time. Whoever was sleeping on the job, the hose is that long, and that's the one he puts there because he's been told that's how it is. Not smart enough to figure, okay, there's 2 chassis battery, 4 house battery, and are you kidding me? Why did you put a drawer then? But you were leaving right away. Well, Pete, you ain't leaving right away. So take your time driving down. They'll have some work to do, and she ain't gonna be happy that we find stuff like this. It is not their fault. This is not the dealer. But they accepted it like this. So who's to blame? Are we continuing to point at somebody else? Or are we saying, okay, well, we're gonna take care of this, so maybe we should have an inspector on our rig when they come in here? No, they're gonna let you hire an inspector. That's exactly why they wash their hands out of everything. Let's go see what Laurel has inside, and I'll see you at the end of the day.
So it's lunchtime, and I don't have a ton to tell you yet, but I'm kind of thinking I'm going to this afternoon because I just started my water. But let's just start right here in the kitchen. So speaking of water, started the kitchen sink and the water would not drain. Now it was full of antifreeze, which is great because this came from Indiana and they all have snow right now. Even though it's 90 degrees down here in Florida, I'm sorry, we don't feel sorry for you. But the sink fills, as you can see. There you go. It does not drain. That is leading me to go into the bathroom, and I did all of my water in the bathroom except the shower because I saved it for this afternoon because I already know it's going to be a little bit of a mess. So come on here with me and I will tell you what I have. What I know I have right now is that I have a hole right here with no sealant and on the inside too. So I already know that I'm going to be able to tell you. Now while you're there, down in this corner down here, there's absolutely no grout or sealant touching the wall, but it's everywhere else, all around the base of the sink, but there's no sealant right there. Coming here, this is the pocket door, and then there's this wall area. You see this screw right here? Well, when this pocket door comes over, it catches. You see it? It catches. So I don't want to keep catching it there. This morning, as we told you when we came in, there's all this sticky residue. It goes all the way through here. So I've kept these nice little towels on the floor. In the meantime, if you like our videos, we'd love it if you'd hit subscribe, give us a thumbs up, leave a comment, C4BO, comment for Blue Ox, and guess what? It's free. We'd love for you to become part of our community.
I got a problem, and the biggest problem I have with this unit, really, is we're gonna have to talk to our customer in a couple of minutes. So the top of this slide out, on top of a slide out, you got a wiper seal like this, and you got a wiper seal like this. So you got two wiper seal. Well, this is the side of the box, but on top of the roof, it's like this. Both of those are like this. This box is so low. All right, so this wiper seal should be touching. As you can see, it doesn't touch all the way. Then the inner seal, which would be this one, actually doesn't touch nothing either. So it's like now I'm inside with my slide out and nothing sealing it, nothing sealing it. I hate working with one hand, but you see what I'm saying? This does absolutely nothing. I can hear Laurel in there, and this absolutely nothing. This is a gas tank for the generator. Okay, well, I'd like to see where's the fuel gauge for the generator, if that's the unit for the generator. So that's kind of lost in the air a little bit. So now we're gonna shut the aqua hot because the aqua hot is working. And by the way, hot floor, hot floors. So that sums it up about for me today. Let's go see if Laurel found something in there.
I do have quite a bit to tell you, and I think I predicted something earlier at lunchtime. And guess what? I was right. So the shower did leak. So come on in here. Let's just talk about that really quickly. Coming in here, shower leaked. Shower leaked down here. It did not even leak where I was showing you there was a little hole. It leaked over on the other side. But while we're in here, let's talk about the fan. So you're in the bathroom, you're taking a shower, and you've got this beautiful fan. And I'm 5 foot nothing, and I can turn the fan on here on the wall. It's loud. You cannot open this. You have to actually get a step stool to open it, unless you're 6'7" like our friend Ben. But not many people are that tall. So one more thing here in the bunk area. This top bunk has an outlet and it is very loose. Just needs to be tightened up. And then, you know, coming back into the living area, this lays down into a bed, and these are supposed to have Velcro that actually hold it on, but nothing holds these on. Not a big deal, they'll put some Velcro. And then I climbed up here like a child. I was up here. When I tell you at the front, and I'm going to show you that there is big gaps in insulation. Do you have a child that likes to suck their thumb? Because I had a child that sucked her thumb and she would get anything she could, any fuzzy, to rub on her nose. She's 32, she probably still does. But imagine your kids are up there and they see that pink stuff and it looks like cotton candy. There's a lot. So that's kind of, I didn't really like that. Other than that, I think that, you know, everything else worked properly. Even our customers, Pete and Megan, can get to the back. They can go to bed. They don't even have to pull the slides out. The kids can get in the bunk. They can shower. They can eat. This is really a great stow and go. That is a thumbs up. And remember, and do never forget,
it's not all about the destination. It's all about the journey.